Hey, what's going on, guys? God, you can tell. See, I thought maybe if I just start talking, things would just seem normal. But ironically, you can totally tell by just my facial structure. And then if you watch Toothless Tuesdays, and you obviously understand the goddamn lisp I can't get away with. But if you also might be wondering why I sound a little bit more normal than usual on a Toothless Tuesday, but obviously, no teeth in, but I got the bottoms in. What a crazy mess is this? Here inside my awesome bathroom, I'm washing my denture, my top denture, right there. You might be wondering, why are you washing your top denture? And it's because I slept with it in all night, and I got this little thing that was like cutting me, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take them buggers out and rinse them off. And when I took them out, it was gross. So I was like, I'm just gonna wash them since I forgot to take them out last night. I'm not gonna wash the bottoms because they're not like the tops. They don't have like pits that just sit there really deep and shit. The question that I surprisingly get quite often from people when it comes to dentures in general is, how do you wash your dentures? Because kind of like anything you do in life, you go somewhere different than where I went, they might tell you a different way to wash your dentures. Now, my dentist, and what do you call them? Are they like I know they're a specialist in dentures, but like, what's that called? I don't know. And I feel so weird telling people like, I went to my dentist, because he is a dentist, but really he's not a dentist. I feel like I'm not giving him the credit that he deserves. But regardless, I went to that dude who gave me these. And they told me, well, not him per se, but the women who dealt with me told me that when I go to bed at night, I'm supposed to use dish soap to wash off my dentures, which, whatever, I guess. But here's the thing. That's awesome. My mouth, I don't like the taste of soap. I don't think most people like the taste of soap. And guess what? Even if you wash your teeth really, really good, you get it all nice and soapy, and you scrub it all nice and deep, and you get it so it looks like it's brand fucking new again. You wipe it off, you dry it off, you do whatever the fuck you want with it. You set it down, you wait until the morning. It could be hours, it could be 8 hours later, it could be 10 hours later. You put those fuckers in your mouth and you're still gonna taste the goddamn soap. I promise you that much. So, yes, it's not the most demanding smell, but when, your mom gets things like, lavender something or another, and you put that in your mouth, and then you have this weird taste of just like perfume, and it's just not worth it, really. So I changed mine up a little bit. I did it a little differently. This is my trusty toothbrush. I had this toothbrush for way too long. You're not supposed to keep a toothbrush apparently more than like 3 months or something. Or like if you get a cold, you're supposed to replace your toothbrush. I never knew this shit. I think I probably had this thing for a couple of years. It's a toothbrush. And especially now that I have dentures, like, why do I care to replace this thing when literally all it does is wipes my dentures off? Like, it's just not that big of a deal to me. And I use hot enough water that I guarantee that any bacteria and or, like, bad shit gets off of that bitch. So, naturally, what we do on a normal basis is, if I'm going to wash my dentures, which sounds bad, like I don't wash my dentures, but I'm just meaning like if it's like a day-to-day thing, like when I go to bed, I just use toothpaste it kind of like clicked in my head one day, and I was like, if we scrub our teeth when we have them, well, I didn't, but if normal people scrub their teeth when they have them with toothpaste, that obviously means that it cleans and or, like, you know, debacterializes your mouth. Because, like, that's the point, right? So, like, if I scrub out my dentures, it's pretty much doing the exact same fucking thing. You know, it's cleaning them. Better than using just water. And then, so say like once a month. Generally, it's once a month. It might happen twice a month. I don't even know. You know, I don't pay that much attention to it, really. But about once a month, I will take my dentures and do as the people told me and wash it with soap to ensure that it is at least getting cleaned if for some reason the toothpaste doesn't actually count, which I feel like it would. And then when I put them in my mouth the next day, I had this nice minty taste instead of lavender soap. I just wanted to share that with you guys all. I could show you guys scrubbing my teeth, but I don't really see how that's going to be much anything entertaining. Another thing I was just thinking about, because I stuck my hands in the water and I felt a little bit of warmth, which is funny because some of you may not have known this, because, you know, I talk about in maybe some older videos, but maybe you've only been around since not those videos. So I'll tell you now. Matt was dumb and got his hands frozen as a child. Well, not child, I was a young adult. But regardless, I was like 15, 16 years old. I got really bad frostbite on my hands and destroyed the nerve endings. That's why my hands are purple. Like, I'm not even joking with you. It's a for real thing, people. You see this? You see all this, like, weird discolored and the white that's in between it? It's because I've literally destroyed the tops of my hands. Well, I mean, the insides are a little better, but not a whole lot, you know. So it's like, if I go outside, they freeze, like, instantaneous, because they're like, there's nothing there. Well, same goes with heat, but kind of the opposite. I don't really feel heat. So what I do is, I know for a fact that my parents refuse to put their hands inside the sink if they turn the hot water up all the way because it's too hot. And here I am currently scrubbing my teeth in that water that is all the way up. And my hands are in there. Yes, technically, just because I can't feel it doesn't mean that it still can't burn me. But I'm not going to feel that either. You know, like, no, if I burnt my finger, it's going to be like, oh, look, the skin's peeling. And then life goes on. Transformation in process. Oh, 1, 2. And now look at that. Now we got bass and tone and thump, bass in our mouth. Because my words can reverberate off the plastic instead of just having openness and well, that's it for me. Just gonna take that small time to show you what it's like to clean my dentures, since you guys have asked before. I'll give you a little bit of hints and tips of what I did do. Maybe it helps, maybe it doesn't. I don't know, but if you like this video, like would be much appreciated. If you're new to the channel, you should subscribe to keep up with awesome content. And if you're already part of this channel, you could share the video, show other people how awesome it is to clean your dentures. Because it is pretty fucking awesome. That was sarcasm if you didn't catch it. I'll see you guys on the flip side of tomorrow. Ooh, sexy, huh? That clock is older than I am. Same with that lamp. But tell me that this lamp isn't amazing. It's this bald eagle made of metal with a little white porcelain thing at the bottom. So cute, OMG! This is a picture of me when I was actually good looking. Also, I just realized those are my real teeth. What, right there. Those are real. Those are real! I had real teeth! For a very odd ending to this video. I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.